Hello, everyone, and welcome to the As Seen on TV podcast for Once Upon a Time, Season 3, Episode 8, Think Lovely Thoughts. I'm your host, Dom. With me, I have Omikins.
Hello.
Clio.
Hello.
And Rachel.
Hello.
How are you?
He's all good, yeah?
Yeah.
Kill everyone in my house.
Whoa! 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 So, yeah, what'd you guys think of this episode?
Fucking amazing!
You guys seem pretty excited for this episode.
Yes.
What we didn't think was a thing is a thing.
It's a
Thing,
thing.
yeah. Good job, Dom.
Yeah,
That
you called
was-
it, even though you
that
didn't
was
really
me.
want to call it because
I
you didn't mean to, but
I wanted to, but then I was like, that can't possibly be right.
Yeah, it didn't
No.
make sense.
it
No.
didn't make sense.
So what we're referring to is it's revealed that Peter Pan is in fact Rumpelstiltskin's father.
Oh my god, spoilers, Dom!
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
This
Whoa.
is a spoiler show.
Spoilers!
Everything's spoilers.
I
All
know,
about this
Dom,
show is
that
all
was the
spoilers.
joke.
It's only spoilers when we're talking about shows that are not within the show that we're talking about.
If you watch Doctor Who, you would know what that meant.
Spoilers.
So, all right, before all this, at the very beginning, we got to see Rumpelstiltskin's father finally. What were your guys' first impressions of him?
You didn't
Hustler?
see. Well, he was a hustler, but he was always described as like a wimp and skinny and cowardly. Where the first scene we saw him, he was just hustling people, like find the card. I don't know how that's a coward.
I think
He's just a scan artist, con
Yeah,
man.
he didn't seem cowardly to me. He just
I think if you get
shifty.
swindled, you're gonna call the person who swindled you a lot of bad things, and I guess coward is the one that caught on.
Yeah, makes sense.
He's just out for himself most of the time.
Well, he kind of curled up into a ball when the guy tried to assault him. Before he even hit him, he falls down the ground. He curls up into a little ball, laying in the fetal position. That's a coward right there, if I've ever seen one.
Well, if someone was coming at you, swinging, full swing, and what would you do?
Not
You'd hide
right.
your head and roll into a ball so you could protect your internal organs. That's kind of
I mean-
like a natural instinct for people to
No.
do that.
No, I would have
If you're
grabbed the
not-
nearest object and smashed them with it.
But if you're not a fighter, if that's not what you do,
Hmm.
Exactly.
it's not gonna be your instinct. But not being a fighter doesn't mean you're a coward. They're two different things.
Mhm.
This is true.
I guess.
I think that was just one of the things that caught on, honestly.
Yeah.
So it's revealed that it's revealed that his father is actually the creator of Neverland. Which one of you saw that coming?
I didn't.
He's not the creator.
Creator of Neverland. Because
Well,
he
I
went
mean-
to Neverland as a child.
He's the creator of the physical manifestation of Neverland.
Yeah. Neverland only existed in dreams before Pan's father. Pan's father actually made it a place, a realm that you
Yeah.
could go to in not in a dream, as a physical
Okay.
self.
You see, I didn't realize that with the bean he actually created Neverland.
Yep.
I didn't realize that.
Yes, so
Now-
he is actually the creator of Neverland.
Mhm.
Okay, now that makes sense.
So, which one of you even would have guessed that, not necessarily Rumple's father, but Peter Pan himself is the creator of Neverland?
No.
I didn't. There's no way. It's kind of like Wonderland. It just existed.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's how I always saw it in
But
all the
that
other
makes-
retellings.
It kind of did just exist because kids only went there in their dreams. So it already existed, but in their dreams. It just wasn't.
On a dream plane. There's no physical substance to it at all until Pan made it so.
Mhm.
Right, but also when he brought it into physical being, it created Skull Rock, which was not there before. They specifically stated Skull Rock was created with the physical manifestation of Pan's
I
father,
thought it was-
Rumple's father.
I thought it was created when he decided to be young again, not.
Well,
Well, when he tried to
When-
come back
The
and-
hourglass was. Skull Rock
Yeah.
itself was not.
Mm.
Skull Rock
When-
was created when it was physically manifested.
yeah, when he decided he wanted to stay there and he made himself young again, Skull Rock just, decided to rise out of the sea and became a thing. and it's linked to Pan, obviously. So it's only existing because Pan is there still. If he wasn't there, there would be no Skull Rock.
There'd be no hourglass.
There would be no Hourglass.
There would be no Neverland. It's only a place in your dreams.
At first, I didn't even think it was Neverland because it was daytime.
Right. So that's another thing that I was gonna ask you guys was, you saw in the flashbacks here, we got to see Neverland during the day. But
Yeah.
ever since the storybook crew has gotten onto the island, it's always been nighttime. Why do you guys think that is?
Maybe because,
Shadows?
or maybe,
Classism?
or maybe from when Neverland was created until the hourglass runs out, it's one day cycle.
That makes sense.
That's pretty, yeah.
I
That'd be
literally just
weird.
thought
Yeah,
I can
that
see
totally
that.
makes sense. Yeah.
So it was
Well, if time
daytime
doesn't
for
pass,
a really
it
long
might be
time,
passed really
Yeah.
slow.
which would
Yeah.
also explain
Maybe
why
it's
they
not-
don't age.
Yeah, maybe it does. Maybe time doesn't stand still. Maybe it just goes by really, really slow.
really slow.
Yeah, that makes a
Super
lot of
slow.
sense. It makes a scary amount of sense, actually.
Yeah, I know. I'm scared I even thought of it.
There we go now. We're calling it.
And
Calling
then
it.
before the next morning, before the next sunrise,
Yeah.
it's all gone. It's all gone.
Well, not so much anymore unless Henry gets his heart back.
This is true, but we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
we see when they go, Regina and Rumpelstiltskin are wandering through. They're talking and stuff, and they come across Snow White, Emma, the whole gang there, and Neil kind of reveals the quote unquote plan that Rumple has to stop and kill Henry. Why do you think everybody was so quick not to trust Rumple?
I'm really fucking pissed that every single one of them turned on Rumple.
Yeah.
I'm so mad.
Yeah.
N-
He's
Natural habit.
it's got to be natural habit. He's done so much bad stuff in the past that they just, automatically think that he's going to cause trouble. But we've seen so many redeeming things that Rumple has done within the previous season even. He's just grown so much into not so bad anymore,
Yeah. I found it extremely out of character for a few of them to
Emma and Snow.
outright.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Emma Snow, that was extremely out of character.
David.
it was.
Yeah.
None.
I mean, maybe I can see David would, of course.
Yeah,
but-
David would.
And Emma would, since Neil accused him.
And it's
Mhm.
also, but it's the dynamics changed a little bit because Henry's life is on the line.
Yeah, I don't know.
And I mean, that's
I just-
family
I
to
was-
all of them.
I was really, really mad. To all of them, Rumple included.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Peter Pan.
Everybody except Hook, basically. Hook and Tink.
Even
Yeah.
yeah. Henry, that's your grandpa. He just stole your heart. What do you think about that?
His
They
great.
don't, they don't know
grandpa.
that, though. They
Yeah,
don't
it's
know
great
Pan.
grandpa.
They don't know
Nobody
Pan's
but
related.
Rumple knows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the only one that
And
knows.
us. And
Well, the only one that knows is in the box.
Yeah.
yeah, good point.
Yeah,
Can
so...
we talk about the box? Can we talk about the box or later?
It's gonna happen. We're gonna talk about the box. It's gonna happen.
So, what I want to know, because bring up the box, though, Rumple agrees that he's going to cure David of the dream shade poison so he can actually leave Neverland. How do you think he's going to do that now that he's trapped in Pandora's box?
He's not.
Yeah.
But I have a lot of. Okay, so at least from what I remember from the Greek myth, is Pandora's box already contains all the evil in the world. Plus, and Pandora was tricked into opening it because I forget what they said was in it. Something shiny. I don't know. She
Wasn't
opens
shiny?
it.
Wasn't Pandora's box not a box, though?
It was a box.
I
It
thought
was
actually.
I thought it was a jar.
No, it was a box.
In some different stories, yes, it's a jar that's
I'm pretty sure in
basically
the
the same
original telling of it, it was a jar, and it was mistranslated to a box, and the box is what stuck.
Okay, well, it's literally impossible for you to find the original.
it's a fucking
Because-
container.
because Greek myth was oral a long time before it was written down.
Mhm.
Are
So-
you that old, Dom?
yeah, right, Dom? You heard the original telling in ancient Greece. Good job. Anyway, she opens it up and releases all of the evil.
Little known secret is I'm actually broadcasting from Neverland.
Are you Peter Pan?
Do,
he's a
do I
crazy
look
cat
like
man.
Peter Pan?
Oh no. So what I think they're gonna have to take the box back, and I think Belle is gonna have to be the one to open and let Rumple out. And I don't know if there's evil already in there or what, but something's gonna happen, and I think Belle's gonna be the one to have to open the box for him.
Why Belle?
Because she's the love connection right there.
And that would be so cool if she's Belle, but also Pandora. I'm sorry.
Whoa!
I'm okay.
That came out of nowhere.
So,
But wouldn't she remember if she's Pandora?
What?
No.
Wouldn't she remember?
No, but like in the way a bunch of characters take on a couple different other characters into themselves, like Belle acts as Pandora and opens the box.
same way Rumpelstiltskin is also the Beast from Beauty and the Beast, and you know.
Yeah.
Could be.
I don't know.
So, what was it? We got to finally hear the Shadow speak. We got Marilyn Manson voice the Shadow. What'd you guys think of Manson's job as a Shadow?
I was quite excited to actually hear it.
I was
Sufficiently creepy?
No,
That's
it
what they
wasn't
were
creepy
aiming
at
for,
all.
though.
No.
I was thrown off because he didn't sound high as fuck. So
This is true. This is true.
Mhm.
So it's revealed that the Shadow is actually the original inhabitant of the island, and not Pan's shadow.
Yeah, who was wrong there?
I don't think any of us saw that one.
No,
Really?
Somebody was wrong. Somebody so claimed that it was Pan's shadow.
Or yeah,
I said it.
it was Rumple's.
I said it was Rumple's shadow. I didn't say it was Pan's shadow.
Well, it can't be Rumple's
You
shadow.
said it was everyone. The shadow was everyone's shadow.
belong to everyone.
I
It belongs
was
to-
very adamant that it was Rumple's shadow until you guys revealed to me that it was not a flashback, and I said then I don't know. But I said it's not Pan's shadow. I said that from the
Cover in your
start.
ass.
I said from the start.
thought it was Pan's shadow. But I mean, what I don't get is if the island was just created, how was the Shadow the first inhabitant? Or is he just the one that goes around and recruits the children to come into their dreams into Neverland?
Well, since Neverland existed as a dream state, the Shadow is still not a physical being. The Shadow is still like...
he lived in the dreamscape, and that's why he's the first inhabitant?
Yeah.
Okay.
So...
Okay.
Yeah.
The shadow's probably a dream himself. Like he's just a figment of their imagination.
Well, I don't know.
He's like a nightmare that's been kind of like pushed there because they didn't say good dreams or bad dreams.
And he must be pissed.
Yeah, because he's being used and manipulated.
I mean, he's pretty real now. I mean, he grabs Rumple and throws him out of Neverland.
Oh yeah, he's real now.
Oh yeah. As soon as it became a physical place, he became a real entity.
Mhm.
But we got to see Rumple's father. I hate that they didn't give him a name. Like there's no name given whatsoever. So I don't even know what to call this guy. So I just have to keep calling him Rumple's father.
Well, how about we name him right now so we don't have to do this?
Okay, let's name him. Go.
George.
Jeffrey.
Did you just say George and you said Jefferson?
I said Jeffrey.
Okay. I was like, George Jefferson? That's just weird. So George, Jeffrey, and Sev? Rachel?
I have no idea. I was going to say Fred.
Fred?
I accept
It's
that.
all three of those now.
Okay.
So
So whenever we mention
the
Fred,
whole
George,
entire
or
time-
Jeffrey, we're talking about Rumple's dad.
Yes.
The whole time they showed him, I'm trying to figure out who he... 'cause you think that he is someone, in the Enchanted Forest. Or he's someone. It's like, who could he be?
I mean,
Pan.
he becomes someone.
Yeah.
I mean, he becomes Peter Pan, but who was he before?
Yeah.
Besides just a swindler. I mean, there's lots of little swindlers in Fantasyland and stuff like that. So exactly, is he just a nobody or is he actually someone?
I don't know. It's a good question. Maybe we'll learn more about that. I don't know.
Same with the
I have
took them in. I like to know who they are.
Oh, wait, who did you say?
The
The two
ladies.
ladies that took them in.
I was just going to ask that. Did anyone think they were really fucking weird?
Yeah, they were.
They gave him a magic bean.
Yeah.
Could they possibly be like those two witches with the eyeball from Hercules? I can't remember their names.
There's 3 of them. They're
There's 3 of them.
they're the
Yeah.
fates.
The
Yeah.
fates.
The
Well, I
fates.
mean,
There are 3 of them.
maybe there's only 2 in Once Upon a Time.
You're right. Maybe it's another Greek myth that they're bringing in here.
Yeah.
But they're really fucking weird that they just, hey, we have this incredibly valuable magic bean that we're just going to give to a very small child.
Yeah.
I so want to know who they were.
I just like, I mean, the reason why I thought of the fates is because they're spinning thread, they're spinning string. What do the fates do? They cut your life strings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good connection.
I don't know. I originally thought that they were possibly the bean salesman that you see in Jack and the Beanstalk that sells the bean to Jack for cows and whatever, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because the magic beans are a product from Jack and the Beanstalk. We know that the giants grow them, the giants keep them. So, yeah, I thought there was some kind of connection there.
They could have bought it off the black market. You never know.
Yeah, who knows?
It's true. We don't know how they
Someone
gained
could have paid them for their thread with the magic bean.
it. Yeah.
I don't know. It seemed like they knew giving Rumple the bean would cause the father
Them
to
to
go away,
realize.
Rumple to come back. It seemed like they knew giving him the bean would cause the father to be
Almost like they're like a seer or something. Like they knew.
yeah,
Yeah.
something. Because they were way too calm when the kid comes back. They're like, "Don't worry, your father's an asshole. Just stay with us and spin."
Yeah,
for-"
basically.
Like, seer, that's another fates connection because
Yeah, that's
the fates
another-
are seers.
That's
Yep.
another Greek.
Mhm.
Maybe.
They're weird, but they're very nice.
Maybe
They're
there's
not-
a third one. Maybe the third one's out doing something else. Maybe the
Picking
third
berries.
one. Maybe the third one was the one that was trapped in the cage with the eyeball that told Rumple his future.
Oh my god!
Oh, wow.
Oh my god!
Boom.
Wait, but no, she was way too young. That wouldn't have.
Th-
time
th-
wouldn't have
I don't think it matters. I think they're immortal and they just look how they want to look.
Oh my god, that's good. It's good.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm down with that theory.
All the theories.
Oh,
So many theories. Well, but you know what happens when we theorize things? We accidentally stumble across the correct answer at some point.
Yeah.
Accidentally
At
or
first-
intentionally.
At first, when I saw the spinning wheels and stuff, I thought first thing popped in my head was Cinderella.
Yeah.
But there's
Well,
only
actually-
2 of them.
Or
What
Aurora?
first popped in my head was,
Oh, Cinderella. yeah.
Sleeping Beauty. Sorry, Sleeping Beauty. Yeah.
oh yeah. No, it was Rumpelstiltskin, the actual.
Right. The original.
Spinning
yeah.
gold into
Yeah.
or straw into gold.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, all right, we saw Pixie Dust here, and it actually made an adult into a child again. Just how powerful is Pixie Dust?
It's all powerful.
You have to give up something in order to get something. And he gave up Rumple to get his youth back. To be able to fly.
Is there limitations on Pixie Dust, or is it just it could do whatever the hell you want it to do at this point?
No, all magic has its limitations.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't matter.
And a price. And a price.
And a price.
I feel like with Pixie Dust, it's the crazier and the bigger you want your wish, the bigger the price that you have to pay.
Yeah.
Like it could
Yeah.
get insane. Like it could be the biggest thing in the world, but the price would be just that much bigger.
Exactly.
Yeah. I don't know. So, what were you guys' opinion on Skull Rock itself? Like, what did you guys think of that place? It seemed a lot different than the way I remember it from the animated Peter Pan.
I don't know. It seemed like a pirate trove to me. Like, I don't know, kind of the way it should be. I don't know.
Yeah,
It seemed
but
right.
The
It
thing
seemed right.
is, it's not a pirate trove, and it's not supposed to be. It's
No.
tied to Pan, which is really weird.
It just looks like a pirate trove. I mean, you
Well, in the
automatically
original- Isn't that where
connect pirates with the skull. So I mean,
well, I think in the original, didn't Pan hide Hook's treasure in Skull Rock? That was their game to find his treasure, and he hid it in Skull Rock.
Right.
yes.
Yeah.
So I would think there'd be more caverns and twists and turns than just going up some stairs and there you go.
It's not that big though.
Maybe, but I mean, the stairs were right as you come in, and the stairs go up to a top level. There could be more in there. I don't know.
Yeah. So Pan kind of accuses Rumple of being exactly like him because they both abandoned their sons for a greater power for magic. Do you guys think that they're alike?
No.
Yes.
They are, but they're not. I mean,
at some points they are very much alike.
Yeah, George did it because he wanted his power, and he decided he didn't want Rumple anymore. Rumple did it because he wanted to protect Balefire.
I mean, no matter
Rumple
what,
did it because he was afraid to give up his magic.
Yeah, because he knew if he went to
that was selfish.
If he went with Neil, he would have to give it up.
Yeah, and he wasn't prepared to do that. He couldn't do it.
No.
I look at it as when Rumple first acquired his power. That's when the whole thing started with him.
Yeah, but that wasn't
getting to the point when he abandoned. Yeah, but I mean, he still looked for Bale. He still made all those extra steps to get him back, whereas George didn't.
Yeah, but I think that Rumple is trying very hard in his own mind to convince himself he's not like his father.
Well, that's always been a dark thing about him.
Yeah. And I think in his heart,
there's not much he can do. That's what he was raised with. That's what, you know.
I know, but
it's part of him.
I think it's like he does blame himself for leaving Neil, but
he has more guilt than Pan does. A lot more. But except for when...
But he is being a hypocrite because he won't forgive his father, and he desperately wants Neil to forgive him. So I think that he's holding on to this hypocrisy, and he's trying to, like, convince himself that he's right.
I actually just looked this up while you guys were chatting, and it appears that Rumple's father has a name. They just didn't mention it in the episode. His name is Malcolm.
Oh.
Oh, wait, they might have said it. That sounds familiar.
I don't remember them saying it.
I like the name George better.
One of the old ladies might have said it really quickly or something. It just sounds like I heard it.
What I thought was kind of interesting is when Henry asked Pan straight out, what happens to me if I give you this? And he didn't tell him. He kind of paused and he was like, you become part of Wonderland. You'll be a hero.
Wonderland.
He paused for a minute and he just was like...
He becomes part of Wonderland?
Neverland. Shut the fuck up.
Too many lands. Fuck.
There's too many lands. But, you know, he kind of paused almost, and then he told me to be a hero. Almost kind of like maybe a little bit of guilt playing in there.
But at the same token, Pan didn't completely lie to him either. He says, you will have to stay here on Neverland. And that's because he's going to die there.
But he didn't tell him you're going to die.
But he didn't lie to him either. He has to stay there.
Are you kidding me that he didn't lie to him? Everything Pan has told Henry.
No.
Oh, yeah.
No. It's not a complete lie. He just twists the truth.
Well, the whole thing with Wendy, you're telling me that's not a lie? You're saving magic?
He is saving magic.
He's not. He's saving Neverland.
He's saving himself. He's saving the magic that keeps Peter Pan alive.
Yes.
So he's saving magic. He didn't specify what type of magic, how much magic.
I don't think that still counts as balls out lie.
I don't know. When
it's a twist to the truth.
It actually came down to Pan getting Henry's heart. I was like, Henry, you dumb little bastard.
Exactly.
I wanted to beat the living crap out of him.
So why do you guys think Henry chose to help Pan rather than listen to his own family?
Because I think he wanted to save magic, and his stepmom and his mom and his dad and his grandpa. They're all part of magic. They're all part of magic.
Pan got in his head.
He wanted to save his parents.
All those mind games that Pan was playing on him worked.
Because he saw his family convincing him that Pan is lying. He saw that as they were trying to save his life and that they would let magic die to save Henry.
Yeah.
Or maybe he was doing it.
And in that moment, he sort of did believe Pan because he thought his family was just trying to save his life instead of saving magic.
Trying to prove him wrong, trying to be a hero like his grandfather.
Yeah.
And he's just stupid.
And being a kid.
So what
I
now?
know more than you.
What now?
What now?
It's obvious that
Hashtag
Regina...
save Henry.
No. You know what? Let the little
Operation
shit...
Cobra Rescue.
No, let him die. Keep him dead, but kill Pan. Find some way.
They can't do that now. Pan is immortal.
No, they'll figure it out.
Like that little shit in Walking Dead that won't stay where he's told to. Carl.
That is the worst name. It's just like saying fork. It's so weird.
It's better than George Malcolm.
Carl.
All right, no, they have to save Henry. It has to happen.
Yeah, it has to happen.
No,
Henry's heart is still alive. I mean, Pan's not done with whatever he's got to do to save the island because it's still nighttime.
Something was happening when he did it. Something was like glitching. There was a glitch. There was.
I didn't know necessarily if it was a glitch. It just seemed like It just seemed like power.
Maybe he just can't handle that heart.
Probably not.
He can't handle it.
He's a lying motherfucker, and he can't handle the pureness of the truest believer.
Yeah, maybe.
John, what kind of fucking hashtag is that, John? Seriously. Has nothing to do with what we're talking about. Come on now.
John, go to sleep.
So the next episode is called #SaveHenry, and it says, while Henry's life hangs in the balance, the race is on to stop Pan from gaining full magical powers from the heart of the truest believer. So his life hangs in the balance, so that means that there's got to be a limited time in which to save him. Before, I'm assuming this is before Pan's heart merges with his indefinitely, or what do you guys think with that?
Before Regina.
Regina's the only one that can take the hearts out.
Yeah, she can just rip the heart.
I mean, Henry just did it to himself.
Well, Pan enchanted his fingers.
Enchanted his hand, and then Henry ripped it out himself. But Regina can take that heart right back out. They just, I mean, how many of them are there?
There's Emma, Regina, Tinkerbell, Hook, Neil.
They're not all in Skull Rock, though, right?
No.
There's only 3 of them.
It's Skull Rock, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so, I mean, Regina can rip out the heart, and the other 2 can hold Pan. I mean, they're all magical beings.
Like Pan flew away at this point already, though.
Neil's not magic.
Yeah, Hook's not magic.
Yeah, well, I don't think Hook was with them.
No, Hook and Tinkerbell were not there.
No.
But Neil isn't. At least I don't think he is.
Neil.
No, Neil, Tink, and Hook stayed back at Pan's camp.
No, it was more than just Emma and Regina there. Who was the third one with them?
It was Emma, Regina, and Neil in the cave.
Oh, was it?
Yes.
Because they made the eclipse so they can get up there.
Together.
Right.
Snow and Charming were together.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so then it says, meanwhile, in Storybrooke of the Past, time travel, not really, Regina decides to fill a void in her life, and with Mr. Gold's help, sets out to adopt a baby. So it appears we're finally going to see Henry's adoption. We kind of called this at the beginning of the season, when we saw the birth of Henry. We were contemplating whether or not we were going to see the adoption of Henry, and I believe it was Omi that said, "Of course we are."
Of course.
So, yeah.
We're just gonna have to figure out how she realized who he was. She obviously knows who he was.
I'm gonna call right now. The adoption took place on August 15th.
We're all trying to,
Nobody understands the reference because anytime they use numbers, they use 8:15, which was the flight from Lost. Flight 8:15.
Exactly, it's Lost, and I'm lost thinking about it. So
this is the writers of Lost, so they're gonna work that number into this episode, guaranteed.
Anyway, what was I gonna say? God damn it, Dom.
The adoption of Henry.
Forgot what I was gonna say.
Adoption of Henry.
Move on. It's gone.
It's gone.
Go.
Mulan?
Mulan?
No.
What?
Huh?
Mulan!
SpongeBob!
I want more Mulan. What, SpongeBob?
SpongeBob. Is SpongeBob Ariel's
Hey!
friend? I mean,
Yes!
Flounder? Where's Flounder? There's no Flounder, so it's
Oh.
SpongeBob instead.
If he
Patrick?
can think, hey, if
That's
this
right.
guy can think that Santa Claus is coming to
Town?
this town, I say SpongeBob.
Eventually, he will be coming to town.
SpongeBob is not a Disney character.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Either is
Neither is Frankenstein.
yeah.
Done.
Neither is Santa Claus.
Moving on.
Didn't Disney make
Moving
the
on.
Santa Claus?
Moving on.
Isn't the Tim Allen movie a Disney production?
So that wasn't Santa Claus.
Moving on.
That was the Santa Claus.
Moving on.
I'm still waiting for you to figure out what you're gonna say.
I told you it's gone. It flew out of my mind. It's
Well-
no longer there. You just have to finish the podcast. Just finish it.
It's done.
Alright, so I guess just the one lingering question I have. Do you think we're gonna see Pandora herself?
No. Like
think-
Cleo said earlier, Belle is gonna be Pandora is in the same way as Rumple is the Beast in Beauty and the Beast. It's
Or
gonna be Fly.
Pandora. Or Pandora is some ancient, long dead person who is
Like
no
Ursula? A myth?
Yeah, like the
So
Earth.
Yeah.
what other
maybe.
what other devices do you think we're gonna see if we see Pandora's box from ancient times? What other creations do you think we could see? Do you think we're gonna see Atlantis?
Ark of the Covenant.
Whoa. That's a crossover I never thought would ever happen.
The Holy Grail?
You never know.
The Holy
Crystal
Grail.
Skulls.
Hmm.
There's also there's so many different directions these things can take it to.
Yeah.
That's
The
what's
North
kind of cool
Pole.
about this show. Oh God.
It can go anywhere. The North Pole. What the? Seriously?
Yeah. That's how you summon Santa Claus.
Right,
What's
don't
Santa?
just keep
Dad! Dawn, we know you've been on his naughty list, but one of
Don't
him in a
indulge
show is not going to get you off of it.
What if Peter Pan is Santa Claus?
Oh god.
I made him walk off the show. Umi, where can the people find you?
They can find me on Twitter at LadyVenom24, LadyVenom 24.
You can find me on Twitter and most social media at Cleomoto, CLIOMOTO. You can find me on YouTube at LIOSMFVIDS.
And also possibly at Santa Claus. Rachel, where can the people find you?
You guys all failed your homework.
We did.
I know. We've been doing these every night. I can't. Don't remember.
This took me 2 minutes.
I know.
That's,
I wanna
that's
make
2
mine
minutes
in
we don't have.
We'll make it. We'll, make,
Because we would
we'll,
have a lower third if
Well-
you had this.
we'll pick a weekend and we'll all go out. We'll get the craft supplies at like Michael's or something, and we'll make our own lower thirds.
There we go. Just make her.
So it could be like special lower thirds.
And you can
Screw
find
this.
me on Twitter at Phenomenon, PHENOMEDOM. And you can find us all at Facebook.com and YouTube.com/ASOTV podcast for some more podcasts for some of your favorite TV shows. Till next week. Kitty piddle.
I'm waiting for one of you to sing the song.
Shh.
Nope. I said I wasn't gonna do it again. So.
Do 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 do.